It's already going down as one of the worst trades in NFL history, one of the worst contracts in NFL history. If he does not, I cannot believe that he'll be full strength next year. I mean, even if he is, how many games do you trust him for? You better sign a high-end backup because right now, fragility is the number one on-the-field issue for him.
Great point. It's been nothing but disappointments with this contract since the moment that they traded for him and signed it. And just when you thought it was about to turn the corner, just when you thought maybe this thing's going to be salvageable, we're talking about how many teams are going to make the playoffs in the AFC North. Will it be all four? Who's going to get left out? You know, the Browns were looking like, first of all, they do have one of the best defenses in the NFL. And man, if Deshaun could only play like Deshaun, look out, this team's going to be so ferocious. And it just gets snatched away. And your backup quarterbacks of Dorian Thompson-Robinson and P.J. Walker, I don't think give you a ton of confidence right now.
I mean, Walker did beat the Niners in the rain. And
That's true.
Walker also, I'm looking at the game log, they beat the Colts 39-38. So Walker's won some games that they were ready to bench him because he played so poorly against Seattle for DTR. Yeah, this is a bad situation. I blame the front office, too. They knew Watson was hurt. They could have got Jacoby Brissett back in the building. They could have made a move at the trade deadline. They could have signed Carson Wentz, who's now with the Rams. I don't know who's still out there, but it seems too late. They probably, because Watson was hurt the entire first half of the season, why not bring in a veteran unless you believe in P.J. Walker? And I'm sorry, I love P.J. Walker, a Temple guy, but no.
Well, the other part is, remember the weird messaging around the shoulder? And it was like, no one could get on the same page. Did he bench himself? Did the team bench? Did he take himself out of a game, rather? Did the team want to do that? Was everyone on the same page? You're right. It seems like they would be connected. Now, the statement is saying that this happened on a separate play in the first half against the Ravens, but you'd have to think that the shoulder was already compromised at least a bit. And then you have a broken bone. I've never heard of a glenoid before. We're constantly learning of new terms as sports talk radio people. We have to basically be a part-time nurse. You have to have a really good understanding of the human body to do this job, even though we're not doctors. This one, I've never heard of a glenoid.
Yeah, immediately you think torn labrum. Yeah. So they play the Steelers this week. The Steelers could go to 7-3 with a completely non-impressive win again. We did the debate, I think, last week, which AFC North team falls out of the playoff race. I think you have to change your answer now, and you have to say the Browns.
I had said the Steelers. I would like to officially change that to now the Browns, which is a shame because it's a wasted year with this great defense.
I mean, it's not done. They
That's
are
true.
6-3, and the Steelers will play anybody ugly. So P.J. Walker could. I just wish they had brought in Brissett back.
So here's the rest of the way, the schedule for the Browns. Again, the division is hard, but the rest of the schedule is not insane. So maybe the sky's not falling as much. You got Pittsburgh, obviously, this weekend. That's tough. Then you're at Denver, although they are playing better, at the LA Rams. Who knows the status of Stafford? That's a mediocre team. You play Jacksonville at home.
Jacksonville not great on the road, I don't think. Or maybe they're not great at home. Anyway, Jacksonville is vulnerable right now.
Chicago at home. You're at Houston, which now looks like, remember, that was going to be like a huge game now for wild card implications. And then the New York Jets, you finish out the season at the Cincinnati Bengals. In theory, there are wins on this schedule still.
Yeah. They have the 22nd strength of schedule, and the next closest is something like 9th in the AFC North. Everyone else has a tough schedule. It's just tough to imagine. It's tough to imagine because I think you get P.J. Walker or Dorian Thompson-Robinson. The other team's going to game plan against those limited quarterbacks. You don't have Nick Chubb. Maybe it's just a lost season.